Glaj. We just celebrated Labor Day weekend, and so it sort of feels like fall, although we've still got some lovely summer vegetables coming from the garden and the farmers markets. So I'm going to show you a side dish that I love, roasted vegetables with a roasted garlic dressing. You can use just about any vegetable. I like to use red onion, zucchini, yellow squash, an eggplant, and some tomatoes. But you can use shallots if you have them. You can throw in carrots, although they're a little bit harder, and so you want to cook those a little bit longer. These softer vegetables will take a little bit less time to cook. But we're going to make a great dressing that's going to tie this all together, and then we're going to top it with some feta cheese. And that feta cheese will bring in some nice saltiness and brininess. We talked about the vegetables that I've chosen. I love the tomatoes cut in half because when we cook those down, we'll pull the skins off, and then they sort of become this sort of sauce that helps all of the vegetables get just that little bit more flavor too. Our dressing is going to be some roasted garlic, balsamic, olive oil, salt, and a little fresh basil. I love the way the sweetness of the fresh basil plays with the sweetness of the roasted garlic and kind of brings everything together. But you can use all sorts of different fresh herbs as well. And then finally, feta cheese. We're going to sprinkle that all over the top. And again, it's going to bring that brininess and that saltiness and just kind of round it all out. Use your imagination and play with the vegetables any way you want. I've prepped everything here. I cut the zucchini and the eggplant and the yellow squash into about bite-sized chunks. And then the red onion got cut into little wedges. They'll break up, but that's okay. They'll cook faster and they'll kind of start to caramelize in the oven, which is great. The tomatoes, I put just a little bit of olive oil down on the tray and then cut these in half and just put the cut side down so that they start to brown and we can then eventually pull the skins off. Salt, pepper, olive oil, we'll toss all that together. And then the dressing is, again, simple. Roasted garlic, olive oil, balsamic, salt, basil. Top it with the feta. We're ready to go. We'll take our first bit of olive oil, toss it over everything, add the salt and pepper, put it on the tray, and then be ready for the oven. Just dump everything on the tray. All that oil out of there. We'll throw this in the oven. Let it cook till the vegetables are nice and tender and starting to brown just a little bit, and then we'll toss it all with the dressing and you'll have your side dish. Veggies are out of the oven. I let them cool for just a little bit. I'm just going to pull the tomato skins off the top of the tomatoes. There. I'm just going to throw those in the garbage. They can be a little bit bitter and they're kind of chewy, and I want all of this nice tenderness to shine through. I'm going to stir the dressing, pour it over the top of all of this, and then put it all into this plate with some good sides on there to contain it. Put the chunks of feta on the top. Now the feta, I like to leave in bigger chunks, so you kind of get a bite of it, but if you want little crumbles and make it look like a snow, that's just fine too. Either way you like it. So let's finish putting it all together. Our roasted veggies are done, ready to go. Beautiful side dish. I like to plate them family style. You can do individual portions if you want, if you're making a more formal meal. But either way, it's delicious. And you know, the best thing about this is it's really good the next day too. Thanks for tuning in to Nano Glaj. I appreciate you all being here. And if you're enjoying these videos, please subscribe and share with your friends.